Disney movies really make you experience a wide range of emotions. They can make you laugh. They can make you feel loved. And they can make you cry.
Disgusting.
No, I mean really, really cry.
Goodbye, Boo.
That's why Sherry and I have decided to count down the 10 saddest Disney moments. So number 10 is going to be a classic Disney movie. This is on every list that ever talks about a sad Disney movie, and that is the death of Bambi's mom. Of course, a very sad moment that starts off the movie for Bambi, which is one of the classic Disney movies, one of the first Disney movies. And of course, you have Bambi's mother trying to get away from the hunters, and then meets her untimely death.
We made it, Mother! Mother!
See, I haven't seen Bambi since I was a little kid, so that's just one I just remember. And probably was the first movie where I watched as a kid where it was like, oh no, this is really bad. But
as I grow older, I have become more sensitive to these things because as a kid, I went hunting, so I was wow. Who cares? Yeah. It's another deer. But now it's like, oh my god, it's an animated character, and I'm crying. Number 9 on the countdown is Dumbo, and that's Baby Mine. When Dumbo's mother is cradling Dumbo.
Yeah, she's shackled up, right? Yeah. Yeah.
They also did a live-action Dumbo, and I watched that. I'm only going to ever watch it once because it was just one of those movies where it was
heartbreaking.
It was so bad. Yeah. I mean, no, it's not bad. As in, like, the movie was bad. It was well done, but it's just so sad.
There was so much sadness and so few happy
And it was just
moments.
like, you just wanted it to, like, and it was like...
needed some happy.
And I know it's one of those movies where it's bombarding you with sadness so that you reach that pinnacle of happiness. Yeah. But I never felt like the pinnacle reached the height.
For me either,
I never thought that we hit the height that we needed to forgive all of the badness that happened in the movie. So that being said, whether it's the live action or whether it's the cartoon, I still bawled my eyes out, and it's so sad. So
yeah.
All right, coming in at number 8 on our saddest Disney movies list is going to be not just a moment, but really a whole segment of a movie, and that's Up. The first 10 minutes of Up, where Carl and Ellie are living their life from childhood to her passing, and why?
So my story also with Up was I went to watch Up. And then I only watched the first 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't watch this, and turn it off, and didn't try again for another couple of years. So maybe that's not the best place to put it in a movie.
Yeah, and
now,
it was like...
I work with the elderly, so it definitely really hits me hard. Like, I see that. I see people go through that, losing their spouse, and it's...
But unlike number 9 on the countdown, this one really, I believe, redeems itself as the movie goes on.
Because the movie, it gets lighter, and you really...
I feel like if you went into the movie without that context at the beginning, you wouldn't understand why he's grumpy and why he's so ornery, and you really get a chance to see... everything,
You might have started off not liking him, but at this point, you're kind of like, okay.
You're already in love with him before you find out.
Understandable,
And again, the circumstance of him losing his house and everything is just so sad. But then it gets very, very Disney-esque with the, and Pixar-esque, I should say, really. With the balloons and the traveling and then his hitchhiker that he has along with him and the characters they meet along. So really a sad movie, and that's why.
Yeah, well, not the movie's not sad. The segment's sad.
The segment's sad, and that's why it's in at number 8. So we all know the scene. Andy's toys are in the furnace, struggling to get out.
Look at the horse! I actually remember, I saw this movie in the theater in Paragon. Like we were having a good time. It was they have a bar, so we had drinks. We were having a great night, and then we were all crying in the middle of the movie theater. Like for Toy Story, I don't. But
they might have to start drinking now. So so yes, they all join hands. Really, the part that gets me is not when Jesse gets Buzz's hand, but you look over at the horse.
The horse, I know.
Oh
he
God!
doesn't know. He's just like, I gotta
He's
get
just
out.
trying to get out.
Oh! But they all make it.
Do they? Do they? Obviously, there was a Toy Story 4, so.
Yeah.
Take a look!
Coming in at number 6 is a movie that Disney just released on Disney Plus, and that is the movie Soul, where we have Joe who passed away. Like, what kind of movie is this? What kind of movie? They kill him off right away.
Yeah. If you watch the trailer, you knew that was coming.
Yes. So he finally gets the groove going. They kill him off, and it is Joe and his soul trying to make a comeback to Earth, and really the sad moment comes when his buddy
22
at the very end where 22 is going to go down to Earth, and Joe says, because she's scared, he will follow her
I'll go with you
as far as he can.
We'll go together. That got me, and just the idea, well, I mean, it turned out okay, but like Joe, he finally, like, things were turning around for him, and he finally was like able to bond with his family, and then it was like it
Disney,
really is. It really makes you think about like life and what's important. And
obviously, all of Andy's toys are always going through this crisis of that Andy's growing up and they're not going to be played with as much anymore. Well, first there was a new toy, then it's the we're not going to get played with anymore. And Jessie had already gone through that. And so Emily, her Andy, had donated her and left her on the side of the road.
But they go through the whole, like, her growing up, and I don't know, like, I'm sure you had this too, but as a girl, I mean, I had those favorite toys, and it's like, just one day you just didn't play with them again, and I have to remember they are just plastic.
They're not real, Pixar. How do you do this?
But that hits us more than death.
Yes. This is another movie where they've done a live action and, well, I guess neither one of them are really live action.
Well, no.
The one was much more realistic than the other, and that's Lion King. So we had the original animated Lion King, and then we have the new CGI live action Lion King. Both featured the same scene, which is Mustafa's death. And both of them, it hits you pretty hard.
But the new version, the CGI version, really hit me.
And I think it's because they look so real and
Simba.
lifelike, and they really dragged that scene out, I feel like, more in the live action than they did. And so we look at Simba as like one of our cats, you know, it's Timbers.
He's just playing.
And anytime we watch a movie where there's an animal that passes, we grab our cats and hug them and give them extra love. And so it's the animals that get me. And this one, it's the Fox and the Hound. And as of recently, I hadn't seen it in years, and so I didn't even remember there was a sad part of it.
That's so funny.
And then somebody, when we asked people, what are the sad moments, somebody said Fox and the Hound. And so I was like, Fox and the Hound sad scene.
Too. He didn't listen to
me.
And
I went and looked at it, and I was,
I think I even just started explaining the scene to you. You're like, okay, I got it, and tears.
Yes. So, and we were in a mall at the time, in tears at a mall. To set the scene up for you, the Fox and the Hound, well, I should just say the Fox grew up with a woman, and it's time for the fox to be released back into the wild.
You can't keep a fox.
No, you can't keep a fox.
But the fox thinks he's a dog.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a hound dog.
yeah.
And so she takes him out to the
We're
woods.
going for a ride.
And releases him in the woods.
And, I'm coming with you. And, no, you stay here. Yeah, no. Another one, we have to cuddle our cats. Yeah, the fox, yeah.
Is Rex, the meanest, most terrifying dinosaur who ever lived. Roar! Roar!
Well, we're almost finished with our countdown. We're at number 2, and we're back to Toy Story. Why do you keep doing this to us, Pixar?
Yeah, so when I saw Toy Story 3, I thought after the furnace scene, I'm like, okay, got my tears out. No! Giving the toys away, including Woody. Broke my heart, but also made me angry. I'm like, no, you keep your favorite toy. I still have my favorite toy. I don't know if you do, but I wanted Woody to be Andy's forever. I wanted Essie to see, okay, no, sometimes you do get to stay with your person. And
I look at it as the circle of life for a toy. You know, at least I get to live on. The movie is Inside Out. Well, there's an imaginary friend, Bing Bong, and he's just trying to help navigate these.
He needs to help Joy, right? I've only seen it once because we cried so much. But it's a great movie.
And Joy is trying to, and they fall in the thing, and
Who's your friend who likes to play?
there's only one way out, and that's
Who's your friend who likes to play?
His rocket makes you
Yeah.
yell hooray.
This is what we both were. I think we had to stop the movie when we watched
we did.
it.
Who's the best in every way and wants to sing the song to say? Who's your friend who likes to play? Bing bong, bing bong. This rocket makes you yell hooray.
Another thing that I'm like, okay, so like these make me more angry than sad. Okay, what if somebody else remembers Bing Bong? What if her parents say, "Hey, remember your imaginary friend Bing Bong?" Would he come back then?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I think he would.
No, there's many times where you or somebody else says, "Don't you remember?"
Yeah.
And you describe something to me, and I sit there and I say, "No,
But
No, I
sometimes
don't.
does it come back to you?
no."
Come on, Joy, one more.
And if it did, then it was never in that pit to begin with. It was
Yeah.
somewhere locked away. And,
Sing louder!
Bing Bong? Bing Bong!
You made it! Go save Riley! Take her to the moon for me, okay?
but at least we remember you, Bing Bong. So
We
you're
do.
not dead.
Oh my gosh, I love Bing Bong.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
that does it. Our top 10 saddest Disney animated movies. If you like the list, you can go ahead and click that like button. I hope we earned your
yeah,
subscription on this one because it was torture doing this list.
Let us know if you agree with us, what you think is the saddest.
And if there is a countdown that you would like us to do, feel free to put
happy
that.
one. Yeah, please, happy one.
Never do this to us again.
Top 10 happiest Disney
Top
moments.
10 happiest Disney moments. I would love to do that.
Yes.
But yes, if there's a top 10 list you would like us to put together.
Doesn't have to be Disney either.
All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. My name's Clint.
I'm Sherry.
We're the Novaks, and we will see you in the next adventure.